With the rising sun, the songbirds sing. They call to their mates and declare their territory. In this bountiful forest, only the loudest songbirds singing the most beautiful songs will claim the trees with the ripest berries and prime nesting spots.
Hi, evil bird.
Hi there.
I've been training for years for this competition. Listen to this. What about you?
I just heard this morning about the competition.
You think you can? Well, let's see what you can do. You think you can?
Well, let the competition begin. Who wants to go first?
I go first.
Please proceed.
I go first.
Is that it? Well, I'm sorry, but you lose. You lose. Next, the evil bird. Lovely, very lovely. We have a new winner, the evil bird. Oh, that was good. Well, too late though.
Big juicy bag. All right. Welcome back to ITeachHerSheWins for another great episode with our great, amazing guest. I'm talking about the evil bird.
Hi there.
And you heard it right. Not evil beer today is evil bird. His idea because the game is
Songbirds.
Songbirds, Japanese forest, tweeting around. So tell us, what is the game about? Published by
Homo Sapiens Lab and Daily Magic Games
for the English version. Yep.
and
Designed by
designed by Yuo.
Pronounced correctly, right?
Yuo.
Okay. And
Art by
artist,
Katori Meiko and Claire Donaldson.
our favorite. Yep. And
What about the art?
what about the art? What about the art?
So it's really cute. We have these little cute birds, 4 rare species of birds.
Yeah, and actually, curiosity, little trivia, they match actual bird species.
yeah, Japanese
species.
birds.
And they are, have you memorized them?
The Japanese robin,
Japanese robin, correct?
Japanese white eye,
Woo!
the long-tailed tit, and the red-flanked blue tail.
Those are the real actual species. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And another little cute detail is each card has a number on it, and
From 1 to 7.
yeah, it has a number of flowers on the drawing equals to the number of the card.
And 4 bird species, from 1 to 7, 28 cards. Each one has his own drawing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool too. Okay, so how many players does he play?
1 to 4 players, so you can play solo, and
Also a
you
cooperative
can
variant.
cooperative variant. Each game lasts about 20 minutes, maybe
Yeah.
more if you like to think
Yes.
about your groups.
Plus, it's based on 2 rounds. You can play 3 rounds, just 1. It's up to you actually. So between 20 and 30 minutes. Yeah, like you said, if you like to think more. And the theme, as they might have understood, it's about birds.
Yeah, we are in a forest, a Japanese forest, and each bird tries to sing the loudest in order to get the juiciest berries.
That's right. That's right. And the overview of the game, the gameplay, is basic, it's simple. As you can see, though, it might entail a lot of thinking. Player alternate turns, playing 1 card from their hand, playing on the forest, the play area, which is a 5x5 invisible grid marked by berry tokens that are randomly assigned to each row and column. Berry tokens that are put on a side and top of this invisible grid. We start, at least in the 2-player variant, with a bird in the middle. The rule is you gotta play a bird adjacent to another bird. That's the only rule. After players have played all cards but 1, which they put aside, and that's the bird species based on which they will be awarded victory points, we pass to the scoring phase. For each row and column, you add the strength of each bird species. The bird species with the highest strength, or the third one in case of a tie, between the first two, is awarded a berry token and is put in the scorecard. You repeat the process for each column and each row. At the end, it's the end of the round, players reveal their secret card and they would get victory points based on the strength of the card and on the number of victory points indicated in the berry tokens awarded to the bird species belonging to the card. Say I saved the Japanese robin, a 7 Japanese robin, they go from 1 to 7. I get 7 victory points plus the number of victory points in the berry tokens awarded to the Japanese robin. There are many twists, like I said. For players, there is a crow card that gives penalty points to adjacent cards. You can play the owl card. It's a twist. It's a card, the owl, if it's played on top of another bird, devours it. You take the bird card and you can immediately replay it elsewhere. So messes up your opponent's strategy. And there is a cooperative and solo variant. Antonio, I think I said everything this time. So tell me potential pros and cons of Songbirds by you.
Okay, so you. There is basically no luck because you're dealt some cards, but it doesn't matter if you have high or low cards.
Exactly, yeah, that's the beauty about it. You could have all 7s or all 1s, it doesn't matter because you have to play everywhere, so you can play around your opponents, right?
Yeah, maybe it's also an advantage having low cards because you can, I don't know, maybe you can control better your scoring.
It's true. But anyway, you see, like if you have all 7s, at some point you only get awarded victory points based on 1 bird species. So you're going to be helping other bird species as well, see?
And so there is this secrecy component because in the end you're going to keep 1 card in hand.
Yeah. Especially with more players, it might not be that obvious trying to understand what the other player is going to save as a last card. Also because with the mechanic that I told you that in case of a tie between bird species, the third one gets the point, there is a lot of balancing and it's hard to understand until the very end where the points are going to be awarded, what species the points are going to be awarded to.
Yeah, you can play it basically by overthinking each and every move, or you can play casually until the
another potential pro. Correct. You can play lightly, or each move you look at the factor, what species I'm going to invest in right now, what species that shall I get rid of and put on the table, where shall I put it?
So basically, you can play it at a gateway game and everyone can play it.
Yeah. Or a burner between 2 big brains, Geese and Leos, not mine, of course. But, you said there is no luck, very well. Cons.
We have, so as cons, maybe...
Potential cons.
There is really not much to do, you just play a card. Of course, the difference is where you play it, but...
You play carefully, but that's what you do in this game. You play cards. So that can be a little repetitive eventually.
Yeah, maybe it can be a little repetitive. And,
even though there are variants like
there are variants, the crowd, they all, Plus, you can play 1 to 4 players, but I think maybe it's better than 2 players. No, it's more...
it's more me against you, yes. I control more decisions, yes.
And what else? It's a filler game, but you don't want to play it late at night after...
like we said, if you don't play it casually, even though it's still a filler, it takes some mental energy. So if it's midnight, let's do a quick game so I can just, reboot and relax. I don't know.
Maybe you play as a first game of the night.
Yes. And it takes some table space, some table space.
Yes, grid.
And this is personal mine. I don't have a good eyesight. When we start, the grid is pretty much invisible. You just have a card in the middle of the table, at least in the 2 players variant. And so it's a little confusing. So if I put this one here, it belongs to that column, to this row. You might get this berry token or that one. A little slightly confusing, this mechanic. But again, it's me. I have bad eyesight. Some other people might find it very clear and neat. Similar games, if there are. So if you like this, you just...
Parade, maybe.
Z-Man games.
Because you have cards with numbers and...
equal and different colors. The mechanics there are different, but certainly if you like this game, you would like Parade as well, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Right? If you like Parade, you will like this game. it's kind of it gives you a Sudoku feel.
Yeah, because you have grids and rows and numbers, but I think while in Sudoku you have to place your number according to certain rules. Here you want to play your cards to optimize your scoring points.
So here is the strategy forcing you to do something. It's not the actual.
Yeah, that's not true. Nothing forces you to play a bird in a certain position.
All right, thank you, Evil Bird, for this overview of Songbirds. And well, check it out. And thank you for watching us. And we might see you next in a Japanese forest, and you will see us tweet like. So thank you, Antonio. ITeachHerSheWins. Woo! What about you?
I just listen.
Another great guest, Antonio, aka the Evil Bird.
Bird?
Today is the Evil Bird. Normally it's the Evil Beer, but today is the Evil Bird. It's actually very funny because the game is
Songbirds.
Songbirds, and it's interesting because. I forgot what I was gonna say. That's it. Wait, we need qualcosa. Songbirds, baby, songbirds. Tweet, 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 tweet. Yo, what a big bird, big juicy bird.